It's time I showed you how to wrap a cable. You may think this is silly, but don't make a big mistake. Engineers are low-key judging you if when you're finished with your cable, it doesn't look like this. Professionals tend to get a little weird about this, and I expect you're gonna see from the comments that I'm not wrong. We spend a lot of time listening to rookies tell us how amazing they are, and it's a massive red flag when you don't handle cabling correctly. You can't be trusted in the studio. It's not entirely without cause. Inexperienced beatmakers take for granted the time and expense that goes into studio wiring. Not only is it wickedly expensive, but if you have 100 cables laying across the studio and something goes wrong, tracking down a bad cable is costly and embarrassing, and it totally kills the vibe of a session. The technique you should learn is called over-under. But even if you do it like this, you'll probably avoid getting blacklisted by the cable police. Either way, avoid twisting the cable with your fingers. You're gonna create a turn at each loop, and periodically you're gonna have to get the kinks out of the end of the cable. The end result is gonna look as if you had just rolled the cable around on a wheel. The problem with this method is that it stretches the outside of the wire. Wrapping over and under alternates, and it takes care of that problem. Either way, when you're done, the cable's gonna look like this. It's less likely to break, it's not gonna tangle when it's opened, and it's gonna store neatly when you're done. Also, when you go to use it next time, it's gonna unravel like magic. If you learned something useful here, and if you didn't know this, you just learned something useful here, like this post, share it with somebody who belongs in a Beat Kitchen class.